But yeah, she was like,
Oh,
like I want to get with you, and I was like, well, I don't really date prostitutes, but I'll make an exception for you this one time.
oh snap,
Oh
son.
shit, sorry.
Oh.
Uh,
What's up, guys? Back here again for another Pilots of Dankness for you. Here with my buddy Ort.
what's
Hopefully, my
up?
camera and my mic are doing okay for right now. But it's not we're going to be talking about what Hemlock Grove and Penny Dreadful.
Yep, that is indeed what we're talking about. Dank shows, lots of memes to ensue in the next 5 hours that we do the show. So yeah, I'm
The
excited. Out of a
Dankest.
10, 1 to 10, I'm gonna say like 10.1 excitement scale. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So, what you been up to, man?
A lot of memes, a lot of football, a lot of pro and college football, some horror movies every now and then, documentaries because they're boss, and then a lot of dank pilots. I've been watching a lot of memes, you know. You?
About the same. About the same. Oh, awesome.
Oh shit, son.
It's
Memes
about
are
to get
going
real.
down. The Vikings are beating the Saints because on this show we talk about pilots and all the memes in your life. Melio, I got
Bam.
a I got a Diet Coke.
Bam.
Diet Coke.
Bam.
Oh my god! And Rambo appears just like that.
Bam.
Rambo, we're not worthy. Not worthy.
What's up, man?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, good.
Very good.
I think my internet connection is garbage tonight, so I apologize in advance.
No, that's how usually mine is, so I know how that goes.
So what's new, man?
Nothing too much. Was watching a little bit of TV, but considering how Florida is about ready to be destroyed, it seems. So I just played a few games. Tomorrow I'll watch a couple movies, but when I saw on Facebook, I figured, sure, come on here, see what's up.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, man.
No, it's a pleasure.
We're well, have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it, but I'm one of those few that never had any interest. But I know everyone seems to have loved the film.
Well, that's what my my feed on like every social network is right now is reviews of it. So
It has like the biggest opening ever.
wow. Well,
It has like 117 million in one weekend.
that's great.
I saw it. I enjoyed it.
They're so enthused about it, like, that's great.
I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I mean,
Right.
at least it's a horror movie, so
Yeah.
Or,
It's got some dumb shit in it, but without spoiling stuff. Even though like there's nothing to spoil anyway. It's a fucking clown that kills people, or like a thing that takes shape of a clown.
Yeah,
It just
but
doesn't hold back. Like there's like it doesn't hold back at all. It earns a really really hard rating. Yeah, I don't know. I
but
like
I'm
that a lot.
usually the guy that's against the grain on a lot of stuff. Not on purpose, but that's just sometimes how it works out. So
Yeah, and when you are against the grain, it hurts my feelings, and then I get mad and I leave comments on your videos.
yeah, all
And
the
I make
time.
response videos about how much you suck and how much your hat sucks and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah, you do that all the time. So because you're a Redskin fan, where the hell is on your hat?
Chicago Blackhawks, baby, we're front running with hockey today.
I don't
Watching them
know.
play.
I figured it was watching Redskins. That's how much I know about sports. So
Well, you're not missing much these days anyway. Jordan's retired.
and the other day I nicely got this Blu-ray.
oh, cool.
It's the uncut version. That was only on the VHS and Laserdisc. It's on the Blu-ray, so I like the cover too. So it's never going to be in the U.S., so might as well get it here. And I like the cover. It's a steel book.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool for Toby. And I'm one of the few that like the movie, so.
I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it.
I don't think I've seen the uncut version.
Yeah, it's a few more minutes of gore, like when Robert England's character gets killed, or when the old woman, you see her head get squished as it's going into.
Hey, Piz, you streaming from the hospital tonight? You got that guy on your TV. What is it?
Is there somebody behind me?
Yeah.
It's Dr. Giggles.
I was actually watching the riff tracks of The Last Slumber Party. And because I'm sick and I have nothing else to do, so I was like, that sounds like a good way to kill some time. So how are you guys doing?
This last Slumber Party, I only know one other person that has seen that movie, so I've never seen that movie.
It's a classic. You should watch it. You really should watch it. It's an experience. You should watch it. It's an experience.
But to answer your question, I'm doing well. I don't know what the others. How are you guys doing?
I just wanted to jump on here real quick and make a statement. I think Orc is one good looking man. So that's all I wanted to add to the conversation.
Thank you. I know I'm sexy. I'll pull Han Solo. Han YOLO, baby. Let's go.
You are romantic Don after all.
Thank you. Thank you. And once I drop 130 pounds, I'll be even more romantic. But until then, I'm just a shade of Wet Movie and Cool Digger who got inspired by Creeper Kentuckyman. Too soon? I didn't think so either. Ooh, that's a spicy meme. That's a spicy meme. Ooh.
I don't think he said anything negative.
It's just like CK's like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose weight because I saw it happen to my dad, and it's a really sad story, and I agree with him. It was sad from what he explained to us and what he told the internet. I was like, I'm gonna lose weight, and then he gets inspired and he like drops tons and tons of weight, and then everyone's like, oh fuck, I don't want to be the fat guy on YouTube, and they're just like, water. Let's lose weight quick. I thought that was funny. That was like 2 or 3 years ago, the big meme. But you gotta meme carefully, especially on the interwebs.
That's true.
Because Rambo is a member of Anonymous, and he will fuck your shit up.
It's true.
Sure, I don't even know what Anonymous is.
You're an anon. Stop playing me, homie. Shit.
Is that do I hack shit? Is that what?
Yeah, you hack shit, bro.
I know what that is.
Zero cool.
Anytime I see on my fucking my personal IP, I see Cornfield Connector 69420 coming through on my website, I know it's you every time.
So quick, Jay, have you seen Hackers?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Have you other guys seen that movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I hadn't seen it until Cole's like, you have to watch this movie, it'll bring you back to the 90s. And I was like, okay. And then I saw it, and then I loved it. And Angelina Jolie, was very attractive in that movie.
And Matthew Lillard is serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like creating new genders like way back then.
It's true. He's a really nice guy, by the way. I didn't get to meet him. He was at a convention I didn't get to meet him, but I kind of passed by him a few times, and he was very, very nice to everybody and just very lovey huggy, and and while Skeet Ulrich was like hiding in a corner trying to get away from everybody, he was like these dirty Kentucky people, get away from me. And Matthew, they're just like, hug me, love me, you know what I mean? So
that was for Scream, I guess.
Yeah, they were there doing like a little Scream thing together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, so how's the new TV working out? I see it behind you there.
Yeah, new TV's pretty sweet, man. It's 4K. It's a curved screen.
What's the brand of choice? Let's all get nerdy here.
It's a Samsung. It's a Samsung.
Ooh, Samsung, South Korea's finest. Finest.
You know what I did? Instead of doing like a ton of research and you know what I mean, like like I did the last time around with my old TV, I just went to Walmart and I said, what kind of 4K TVs you got? You know what I mean? What kind of it's got a good refresh rate? How many HDMI's it got on it? All right, put it in the cart. Let's go.
Yeah. No, and then that's when you encounter the guy. Like, there's some cool people who work at my Walmart, and they're really helpful and knowledgeable. And then there's some, they're like, wait, it's a TV, and well, they don't talk like that here, but okay, just imagine like a Bostonian accent. They're like, well, it turns on, and you can flip the channel. It's got a volume on the remote here. No, you can't have the one on the wall for cheaper. God damn it!
What I think is,
you can't have that one over yonder. You can't have.
What I think is funny is how Walmart still has their HDMI cables at like $20 a pop. Like, I mean, who is falling for that? You know what I mean?
There's some guy who's balling and he walks in there and he gets raped by those companies because like eBay you can get them for like basically free, but even Amazon they're like $5.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're like they get somebody in there who doesn't know and like, well, you got to have this cable to hook up your brand new TV. Yeah. They're only $30 each. You know what I mean? So I actually ran into a coworker of mine at Walmart one day, and she was her son was trying to put two monitors together. He wanted to be a big YouTube gamer, and they were talking. She was asking me about HDMI cables, and I was like, she had some in her cart, and I was like, get those out of your cart. Go on eBay. You can buy a dozen of them for $1. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get those out of there. So.
Yeah, I remember back in the early days, like Best Buy, that was one of their big selling points with HD was getting you to buy those like $100 HDMI cables.
Yeah, crazy. I've never paid more than, I mean, go on eBay, look up HDMI cable. You can get seriously a 5-pack for $2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. What you been into, Stingray? What plans you got for Friday the 13th, man?
Either it's connection or his laptop's messing up. This is like cam freezes every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah, he mentioned his internet wasn't going too well.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys got any plans for Friday the 13th? Any marathons or anything?
Friday the 13th. When's that?
Yeah. Well, that's this Friday. Is it not?
No,
today's the 12th. Like,
that's in October.
God damn, how much Benadryl are you taking, Fizz?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I've been on so much. I've been sipping promethazine like Lil Wayne up in here, man.
You got all your DVDs and Blu-rays and VHSs for Friday the 13th out of your collection already piled up.
I swear to God, I thought this Friday was Friday the 13th.
I mean, when you mention, I'm like, is it Wednesday? Like, it's like, I know today's the 11th. I'm like, 13th.
I don't know.
I'm just Eddie Friday, like just Friday 13th movies. Like, there's a marathon. There's a new movie.
That's how out of it I am. That's how out of it I am.
But for Friday the 13th, I'm probably gonna a lot of Friday the 13th films, Halloween, a lot of Halloween films. And then I haven't started yet because I'm mainly just watching pilots of shows that I'm interested in. But I'll get into gear with horror. There's a lot of horror movies I haven't seen. So most of them are lesser known ones, and some of them are hard to get a hold of. Like Just Before Dawn, I've never seen. Curtains. There's a bunch that I need to see.
I've actually got a DVD of Just Before Dawn. I'll send it to you because I got the new Blu-ray.
Doesn't it go for a decent amount, though? I mean, if it was a few bucks, I'd take it off your hands, but I think it might go for like $20-$30.
I don't know how much it goes for. I'm pretty sure I don't think it's out of print. Let me see. I know the Blu-ray is out of print. I don't think the Shriek Show DVD is. But
last time I looked, it was like $20 or $25 for the DVD.
Are you talking? You said Just Before Dawn, right?
Just Before Dawn, yeah. I already have Curtains.
Okay. Well, no, it's still available, but it goes for like $22.
Yep.
I think you could import the Blu-ray for even cheaper than that, or I mean, you'd have to have a region-free player, but
Well, the thing is I was gonna get a Blu-ray player in my PC, and which means I can watch any region for like about $40 for the player. But since my surgery, I can't really do all that shit yet. And then I understand why people buy region-free players, but I'd rather just get one in my computer. Yeah.
how much is it an external one, or is it something that you
Internal, like a drive you put in your computer. You just pop out your old drive, you put in a new one. And I'm pretty sure for like a really nice LG or Asus like player that has like 3D playback and all that stuff, it's like $50 maybe, probably even cheaper.
Okay, cool.
And then because with computers, it doesn't really matter what the disc is, because consoles and players are programmed a certain way. But I'm pretty sure if you have a Blu-ray player or a player that wants to play, that can play what you're trying to watch, it doesn't matter what region it in. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. There's actually the price of region-free Blu-ray players has really gone down as of late. When I bought my first region-free player, you couldn't find them for like, less than $250.
Yeah.
And I mean, and especially a brand name one, even more than that. That was like cheap was like $200. Now, I mean, I saw an LG one on Amazon the other day for like $120.
Oh wow.
Full region free. I was like, wow. So they've really come down.
And I could go like PC Master Race and go that whole route, but I understand the appeal now, since I'm still recovering, of just having, a nice TV or just a TV that's high def, and then having all your, your regular Blu-ray player, your region free. I definitely understand the appeal in that. So I don't really, think I'm so elite and all this stupid shit. Because if you've got like a TV if you've got a few splitters with HDMI, and then you have like 4 or 5 HDMI ports on your TV, your whole entertainment and sports/movie TV viewing experience all in one kind of place going.
Yeah. Yeah. We've lost Stingray.
Yeah.
We've lost the Stingray. Have any of you guys ventured out to see the new It yet?
I did. It was very uncomfortable, but I saw it, and I enjoyed it a lot. Some of the stuff with Pennywise was kind of dumb, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. I really like the kid who's in Stranger Things, as does everybody. That's what everyone says in all the reviews that you've seen online. But some of the kills with Pennywise, especially like how his head kind of transforms and all the stuff he does with that, I thought was interesting. The gore was really good. I pretty much mostly agree with the review you posted, but I liked it. As far as horror movies today go, I think it's pretty decent. And then as far as remakes go, it's probably a top remake. And to put it in perspective, Rambo, I put it up there with Hills Have Eyes remake. Like, it's that good. Maybe Hills Have Eyes is a little bit better, but yeah.
I don't know. I've just been one of those few that I was never sold on the trailers. I just have no interest, and I know it broke records and made like over 100 million on the weekend, and
that's how I was. Now, some people were into the trailer. I thought the trailers looked fucking stupid, but the trailers, what they did is they showed you the stupidest and like most like funny parts of Pennywise looking retarded. So that's what the trailer showed, in my opinion. Yeah.
Have you been to see It yet, Stingray?
I haven't. I may try to go this week. I'm actually in the process of reading the book for the first time, so I was trying to get that finished before, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. It's a long book.
Yeah, it's a big book. I've got it. I've looked at it a couple of times this week. Like, I should peel that baby open and start reading it, but
Cole was talking about it, and Cole, I guess, reads like novels like nobody's business.
He does.
Like 2 or 3 nights, he's finished. So
I used to be able to do that. I can't anymore. I can't anymore.
I read 8 page of like a huge novel, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go play a game.
Yeah, it's hard to do reading when you're playing like Friday the 13th a game for like 12 hours a night. It's hard to get a lot accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But I really liked it. I'm glad that it did well, and it was a modestly budgeted movie. That's a good thing, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to chapter 2. I say bring it on.
Yeah, it's not really a spoiler. I know you guys have mentioned this before, but it's only about the kids, right? It has the adults aren't in it at all.
Right.
I mean, I guess that could work, but the book, it flip flops like constantly between present day and the past. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess you could definitely do it, but it seems like it may not do it justice to only have the kids part in there.
Well, they talked to the director today, and I mean they're already like ready to go with part 2, and he said that what he wants to do is have the adults, but also have the kids too. So in the second one, they'll go kind of back and forth. You'll have the adults, but then there'll be flashbacks to the kids. It'll be set in present day, so on and so forth.
So how are they going to do it if they said they're going to do like 5 of them or 6 of them or something?
Well, I mean, I don't know, clearly, they're probably going to go beyond just the book material with Pennywise. If Pennywise is making this much money, I can definitely see them moving on and trying to make Pennywise like the next Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean?
I mean, are they going to? Then that means they're not really going to stop them in part 2, which was the point.
Well,
are they going to go like before, or like?
Well, I mean,
like different kids.
Who knows? Well, they could always go back in time and tell. I mean, they could kill him in present time, like they do in the book. And then they can always go back in time and tell the story of Pennywise's exploits in the past or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if he makes money, you know what I mean.
Well, yeah.
They'll find a way around it, and they'll find a way around that. He only wakens every 27 years. You know what I mean?
And feeds.
Yeah.
So he's a creeper now. Just like the creeper.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, of course. I mean, at 117 million, I think, in a weekend alone. Yeah, it's going to have at least 6 movies. 7 movies, probably. Yeah. I mean, hell, look at Jigsaw.
Well, I'm fine with that. Fuck the Saw movies. The first one is a classic horror movie. The rest, I could give a fuck less about. And a lot of people who I game with who are like a few years younger than me, they love the Saw movies. They're like, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh my god!
You're not looking forward to the laser, the laser mask over people's faces and. Whatever the hell it was, the trailer for Jigsaw, like literally a mask and fucking lasers, and now lasers. It's like,
yeah, I saw. Yeah, that was one of the trailers. That movie looks like shit.
Well, what if it was in a Grave Encounters universe?
Well then it'd be I'd get my tickets off Fandango, and that'd be the easiest fucking
first day
of my life.
First day.
That'd be the first review you've done for your channel.
I mean, like Star Wars is going to be nice. That Assassin's movie that's coming out on Friday looks good with Michael Keaton.
American Assassin. Okay.
American Assassin, and then Blade Runner remake. There's a bunch of movies, but for straight to VOD, and I don't know how acquiring them is going to happen because DirecTV owns TCM. But the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new Chucky, I'm looking to get on VOD if they're both available. I know the new Chucky will be. And then other than that, I'm looking forward to Insidious in October and Del Toro's movie Shape of Water in December. And that's pretty much it for the year.
Yeah, I'm probably just saving it for the new Blade Runner because I haven't seen anything from it. I've stayed away from the trailers, TV spots. So to go into the cold, I think will be fun. And I think it's going to be a pretty long movie from what I heard, which I'm fine with. But At least, I don't know that one. I stayed away because I just didn't want to have the entire movie seen before I see it. So, that's what most trailers do. Bless you. But
Thank you.
I think Blade Runner is probably the only one I'm just gonna go to the theater. I don't know. I just haven't had much of an interest in going to the theater lately that I've had in the past.
Around where I live, I can escape with going to matinees, like going to like the first like 12 o'clock showing on like the day it comes out, or like even a Saturday too. There's like no one there. There's like maybe like 10 people in the theater. So it's a good experience, you know. It's not the greatest thing to be in if you're watching Conjuring 1 or 2, but you're like, don't close the door. Fuck, I need light, please. But yeah.
What pilots are we talking about tonight, Stingray?
Well, we've got Penny Dreadful and Hemlock
Before
Grove.
the night's over, we're gonna see Jay's whole house. This is the bathroom.
I'm like laying an egg on top of the Wi-Fi router right now. So this is
Sorry, go ahead.
awesome.
Penny Dreadful. And
I have not seen any Penny Dreadful. I hear good things, but I've not seen it. And I saw I saw the first season of Hemlock Grove a couple of years ago when it first came out, but I don't really remember very much about it. But
And I've seen neither, so I'm shit out of luck. What's to say?
how you guys feel right now is how I feel on every TSF episode. It's like, today we're doing Chuck Norris and his filmography.
You
And
haven't
I'm
seen
like,
any of his movies?
I've seen a few. I've seen Silent Rage and like a few more.
You haven't seen Invasion USA?
No, I haven't got that Scream
Oh
Factor
my
release yet.
God. You don't need, I mean, there's not much on that. You just get the DVD or something. That's worth a look. I think you'll like Invasion USA. You'll like Missing in Action.
Even for, I know you like Van Damme a lot, there's still a bunch of his films I haven't seen. Like, I've seen Street Fighter, I've seen Hard Target.
That's the one you saw.
I know. I've seen Hard Target, I've seen Universal Soldier. I'm blanking on a few others.
You seen Bloodsport?
Bloodsport and Kickboxer, yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
But I
Lionheart?
haven't, there's tons of them who I haven't seen. What was the other film?
Lionheart?
Lionheart? Nope, haven't seen it.
Definitely need to see Lionheart. Double Impact.
No Retreat, No Surrender.
Wait. You haven't seen any of those?
No, I haven't, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, what have you been doing?
Growing up, here's how it went. It was like,
Double Impacts.
here's how we go. Here's how we go. Okay, Orc's childhood. Slashers, Die Hard, Beverly Hills Cop. Rinse and repeat. And then every once in a while throw in a Ferris Bueller or something like that.
Ferris
And
Bueller's
he's
good.
gone again. Anyways.
I take it he's having internet trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
His internet at his house is good, but his wireless is not so much.
Okay.
But we're going
Keeps
to talk
kicking
about the Penny Dreadful and Hemlock Grove, like we said. But I don't know if we'll be able to do that. We might just meme for like a half an hour more and just call it a show.
I know how that goes sometimes when the internet just doesn't want to cooperate with you at all. But I know on the Sausage Factory, you guys are talking about Blu-ray releases, so there's some decent ones coming with that. There's some I'm curious about, because some that are like, wow, that's coming to Blu-ray, like Rolling Vengeance. For no one knows who that is, that's a vigilante movie where a guy uses a monster truck.
Now that sounds awesome.
Starring a guy named Don Michael Paul. It's kind of like, imagine Death Wish, but the guy uses a monster truck that he builds.
Awesome. I may have to watch that.
And Ned Beatty is one of the villains. He's like, Ned Beatty's like the main villain of the film. I think there's a line where like a sheriff sees a cast on him, and he's like, "Where did he get that?" And he goes, "I was in the tub and tripped over my dick," or something like that. So, yeah, it's like an '80s low budget vigilante film, and what was the other one? I'm curious about the Dawn of the Dead remake because I only have the DVD, and I thought that was a good remake. I don't know what they're going to put on it, but I never gotten the Blu-ray, so I'm curious to see what's on it.
Are you aware of the fact that they're making another Day of the Dead remake?
Oh yeah.
I was like, are you serious? Is this an Onion article? Like, is this for real? What's going on?
I had a friend who actually thought articles on that website were real, and I was like, I'm sorry to tell you, buddy, you're pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's some desperation there. And it's like the last Day of the Dead remake was too much. I mean, whether it be vegetarian zombies or zombies like Spider-Man on the walls or Ving Rhames getting a paycheck.
I love the original Dawn of the Dead, but I actually prefer the remake. I don't know.
Blasphemy.
But, yeah, I don't know.
You're fired. You're fired from the sausage factory.
I know.
How dare you, Orc?
You gotta say it like Vince McMahon, or else it doesn't.
I would like to, but I think my throat would rip. I'd be, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's like I killed Bizzell, and I have to go to your funeral in Kentucky, and then I'm like overdrawn.
Oh, that hurt.
Okay, so don't do that.
No, I mean, I like the remake of Dawn, but my favorite zombie film of all time is George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. I saw that on VHS. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk more when we do the George Romero stuff, but that was always my favorite. And I saw on VHS the one that didn't have any pictures on the back, so I didn't know what it was going to be, and I was just blown away. So, but the remake I thought was done well, but.
That's such a hard choice. I mean, like, you have Dawn and Day, and then Night's the classic, which I like. I know you're not the biggest fan of that one, but if I just had to pick one, maybe. I mean, do you count infected films too, or no?
For what?
For zombie films, like 28 Days Later, and
I wouldn't call them because it'd be like. Oh, there's an 80s film I really enjoyed. That one called Zombie, a Warning Sign.
Huh.
That's one I definitely recommend to you. It was 28 Days Later before 28 Days Later.
My favorite would probably have to be Zombie from Fulci.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.